I want that booming career and that booming business, but do my actions right now reflect that? So this is your reminder to shift the mindset from what do I want to who do I have to be to get it. If you were already acting in alignment, you would have those things by now. Future you and acting like that version of future you is the Hello and welcome to another episode of the In Her Power podcast. Hope you guys are doing so well. If you're watching on Spotify video or on YouTube, so good to see you. You may notice our background is ever so slightly different. I gave our bedroom a little bit of a makeover, and you guys know that in 2025 I am all about just like making things feel homey and comforting, and that includes my content. So I love that I record from my bedroom, and we were just really overdue for a little bit of a refresh. So I have a new bed, a new bedspread, 2 new bedside tables. I also did like a full makeover of my office, my study as well. It's feeling fresh. I'm feeling fresh. I have just come back from Japan. I have so much to tell you guys about Japan. There is a Japan vlog coming to my YouTube channel, so I won't talk about Japan too much in this episode, but I will just say best trip ever, except for the last 4 days. Then I got gastro, violently ill, vomiting my guts up for 5 days straight. Like literally I did not eat for 5 days. I lost like almost 3 kilos while we were gone because I just didn't eat for 5 days. I'm feeling really refreshed creatively, mentally, still a little bit physically exhausted to be completely honest with you, but I am back. We are back, baby, and I'm back in the potty. I'm very, very happy. I have Coda behind me if you're watching on video. That is our family dog. She is an Australian red cattle dog, and she's here for a sleepover this weekend because mum and dad are gone camping. We got into a lot straight away in the first minute or so of this podcast episode, so I have missed you guys. I feel like I've been away from the podcast, but I really haven't. Anyway, in today's episode, controversial episode. Well, not really. I think it's just because if I was listening to this podcast episode, it would kind of deliver me a little bit of tough love. And that's exactly what today's episode is going to be all about. And the title of this episode really speaks for itself. But I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news. But if you have missed the step that we are about to talk about in today's episode, your 2025 vision board is not going to work. Future you and acting like that version of future you is the only way you are going to harness and obtain and achieve the things you've probably put on your vision board. So I want to talk about that more in depth today, and how this one quick fix to your vision board or your mindset around the vision board is going to enable you to achieve pretty much anything you set your mind to. Without further ado, let's get stuck straight into it. If you are like me, you have done your 2025 vision board. And on that 2025 vision board, there's probably things like a dream car, visuals of the dream career, maybe the dream body, the dream home, all the material things that you are working towards, right? There's probably some quotes on there. There's probably some photos of yourself even doing fun things, all the things that we know and can expect on a vision board. But if you zoom out, and I'm putting this very simply and with so much love, that vision board is simply just a wish list in visual form. And you are not going to obtain those things if you don't get to the root cause of what is going to enable you to get those things. And we know by now that the aligned action is going to get you there, not looking at that vision board every single day and hoping for the best. We cannot leave the things on that vision board to chance. Your dream life is not up to chance or up to luck, and you're not going to get there by looking at the vision board and hoping and praying that one day that's going to be a reality for you. We need to zoom out now, and we need to reassess, okay, the things on that vision board either require an elevation or an improvement of the things I do right now. Because if I was doing the things required of me to obtain the things on my vision board, I would actually already have them by now, wouldn't I? It's a very big wake-up call for a lot of us, because what I love about this concept, and myself included, I almost skipped over this without even realizing I'm skipping over it. I want that dream car. I want that dream home. I want that booming career and that booming business. But do my actions right now, at the time of recording, like right this second, reflect that? And in true honesty, they don't. I still struggle a little bit with procrastination. I still struggle a little bit with, my time management and all the things that I know will help me build a booming business and therefore build a booming lifestyle and build, the dream life, the dream car, the dream house. And before I go any further, I think there is so much beauty in the now. I think there is so much beauty in not actually having it all together right now, and so much beauty in not being truly 110% aligned. This is where the growth happens. And I think it's really empowering to encourage you to be okay with where you're at right now. While yes, I haven't mastered my time management, and while yes, I haven't managed my procrastination, and I still F up with my finances every once in a while, I still struggle to stick to a budget once in a while, there is beauty in this. Because I'm learning and I'm chipping away at the person I'm trying to become. And this is a beautiful part of life. And my favorite thing about living life and having a human experience is that we do fall down, we do mess up every once in a while. We're constantly refining the beautiful human that we are and the beautiful brain that we have, and our consciousness and the things that we are aware of. We're constantly building that awareness. We're constantly becoming better. So don't shun yourself if you're not at 110% alignment to the things that you have on your vision board. I'm not either, and I don't think we should be right now. Eventually, when we come to that time in life or season of life. So I think it's really important to remember, how can I flip the switch a little bit and change my mindset around my regular vision board? The regular vision board is the thing that we have already done together. We have done at the end of 2024 or at the beginning of 2025, and they are a series of images, mostly probably materialistic things and experiences that are basically a visual wish list, which is fine. I think they serve their purpose. I would encourage you to consider doing your very own future you vision board. Now, if you have the future you journal or you've placed your future you journal order, there is a 2-page spread in the journal where you are encouraged to do your very own future you vision board. And I strategically put that future you vision board at the beginning of the journal so that when you flick through it every single day to get to the second half of the journal, which is your journaling space, you actually have to flick through that and past that to see it. So you are reminded every single day of the future you are building. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be as crazy and, as large as the vision board you did for 2025 if you've done one. What images can I include in my future you vision board that represent things like the healthy habits required of me, the routines required of me, the mindset shifts required of me? And you can go that step further and include images that represent the feeling your future self feels as a byproduct of showing up in those things, the healthy habits, the routines, the rituals. Okay, so for example, I recently did this myself. I have an entire video coming on this. I've included things like a photo of a phone alarm going off in the morning. I have photos of healthy eating. I have photos of like wellness and wholesomeness and joy, and photos that represent confidence and discipline. So photos of like a lot of health and fitness related visuals that spark a feeling of confidence and discipline and accomplishment and success. They aren't things like a car and a home. They are things that I can tie to a healthy habit, a routine, a mindset. So I would encourage you to either do your very own future you vision board. And again, if you have the future you journal, there's space for you to do that. I've done mine in the future you journal. Otherwise, just simply consider, how would the person who has all the things on the regular vision board, so the home, the car, the body, the health and fitness level, the lifestyle, the relationships, how are they acting every single day? What are they doing? Are they getting up when their alarm sounds, or are they staying in bed until 8:30 scrolling on social media? Don't worry, I've been there too. Are they waking up every single morning feeling fulfilled and full of purpose and ready for the day? Or are they waking up every single morning wanting to cry, knowing they're going to a job they absolutely hate? Don't worry, I've been there too. Are they fueling their body with healthy, nutritious meals that are balanced and full of beautiful whole foods? Or are they running down to Macca's because they're so late to work they've got to get a bacon and egg McMuffin and a hash brown and the most sugary coffee you can ever experience in your life? I've also been there too. So start thinking about this life that you want, the things on your vision board you want to obtain. That's fantastic that you have them. But spoiler alert, and with so much love, there is no way you can obtain them if your actions don't actually align with that. There's simply no way. You cannot leave this up to chance. And unfortunately, it's not one of those things where you can fake it until you make it. It is embodiment. You have to be embodying the person that has all those things. There is no cheat code. There is no shortcut here. You must do the work. And I suggest that if you aren't already woken up to the fact that vision board won't work until you do, wake up now. This is your sign. So this is your reminder to shift the mindset from what do I want to who do I have to be to get it. I'm not talking about doing a complete and utter identity rebrand or hating the person that you currently are and needing to change everything about yourself. It's just a matter of, okay, these are the things I said I wanted. What do I have to embody to get there? It could be as simple as a routine shift or a change up in your health and fitness regime, or going to bed a little bit earlier, waking up a little bit earlier, saving a little bit more money, saying no to the sugary coffee when you've had already 2 today. I have to step in to a different way of thinking, living, acting, exercising, eating in order to get those things. Because once again, if you were already acting in alignment, you would have those things by now. If I was acting, working, living, breathing, thinking, socializing like a multi-millionaire, I would probably be a multi-millionaire. If I was thinking, acting, eating, exercising like the healthiest, fittest, strongest woman in Australia, I would probably be up there with one of the strongest women in Australia. Your results and your reality do not lie. They are a byproduct of the things and the work that you put in, whether you're conscious to that or not, whether you want to accept that or not. Everything you have right now is a byproduct of something you have done in the past, a way that you have reacted in the past, or something you have been a part of in the past, whether that's voluntarily or not. Your reality is a byproduct of your past. But the beautiful thing about this concept is everything you do today makes impact for tomorrow. The time's going to pass anyway, so why not make it positive? Why not make it impactful? Why not make it as powerful as you possibly can? So this is your reminder as we are well and truly now, at the time of recording, we are the 1st of March. Oh my God, I can't believe we're on 1st of March. But anyway, we are well and truly in 2025. Tough love here, but you are responsible for the way that your 2025 is going to pan out. And if it's been a little bit rocky, for myself, it personally has. I got sick, we went traveling, we launched the journal. There's just been so much happening, but I'm pulling my head back in, taking back the control, taking back the reins. I am in the driver's seat of my own life. So are you. So let's start making what we do impactful, powerful, and positive. I hope this has served as a little bit of motivation for your morning or night, afternoon, wherever, whatever time it is you're listening. As always, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you in our next episode.